I can come here. How does it sound?
Hi, it's friendship celebration time, and I am here with my friend Yogi.
Hi, Jason.
Hello. So you said you have a story to share just right from the start. So
Do you really want to know the story right from the beginning, or do you want to see how are you doing, all that stuff?
Well, okay, so what we'll do is I always start the show the same way. So we will get into the thing that you have to say or share with us after I ask you a question. So the question is, do you remember how we met?
Yes, it was in an improv.
It was.
Improv, I guess the theater was Barefoot,
Yeah,
not the current one.
right.
And after that improv, and it was around the COVID times, we were
Yeah, we were all
very
masked.
masked up. So after that, I think I asked you, can we do this regularly instead of just 2 days a month? So then we made a group text,
Yeah,
and then we tried to find other places to do this stuff.
yes.
So that's how I know you, and that's how I
Yeah, we also had Cedric in that group text as well.
yes, I forgot about him. he's not back in the improv, right?
No, he signed up, he RSVP'd a couple times over the last few months, but
Yep.
he then never showed up.
Yep.
So he is aware that the improv is still happening, but he hasn't actually returned.
And you know what? I'm remembering another meeting of ours. It was Harris's thing after she passed away.
Oh yeah,
In
the
front
celebration of life.
Yeah. So we had a conversation, you, me, and Jamie, about life in general, multidimensional beings coming to this planet, aliens, and all that. So that I believe that was another point in our friendship to grow, a different dimension to look for.
Yeah,
Before that, I only knew as an improv person.
Right, yeah.
And then I thought okay, we can share stories as well.
Yeah, and Jamie was very interested in hearing more about that conversation, and I was like, huh, this is an interesting conversation.
Yeah. How do you feel about that conversation?
I feel like, from what I remember of it, that there's a lot of stuff thrown out there that I have, that I'm skeptical about, that I have yet to see a reason to accept.
Okay.
But it's interesting. Interesting ideas, and it's always good to talk about those sorts of things. It's always fun. And
So, do you want to talk about that stuff here today? No, I don't think.
I mean, we can.
Okay.
But yeah, it really is. If you've got stuff you want to talk about, then
See,
absolutely.
I actually have a story yesterday after our game.
Does it tie into the whole?
Yeah.
Did you have an encounter with a multi-dimensional being?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear your. And you were up all night for that because you said you were tired. All right, let's hear your story.
Exactly. But don't label me as a psycho after that, or a psychic.
Let's hear your story. Yeah.
This is what happened after that Mario Kart game tournament.
Yes.
I guess you won that.
No, Madeline handedly won that.
Yes.
She came in first in every single
game.
race that
Yeah. And I was challenging her that I'll butcher you during the dinner party.
Yeah.
We were supposed to bet $10 on it, but I didn't. And that's...
You backed out of your deal.
Yeah, I saved
And then you were visited by
them.
aliens because you backed out of your
Yes.
deal. I think it was a demon you were visited by because you backed out of your... Not really. I don't really think that.
So this is what happened. After that, we all went home, I guess.
Okay.
And I was driving home at this crossing of Woodward and 11 miles.
Okay.
And I see a green light here, and I'm going at the speed limit.
Okay.
I'm at the intersection. There is a car coming at 60 miles per hour, and boom, T-boned my car.
Okay.
Yes. That's.
And
what,
you still came here today.
Yeah, I am. I haven't slept whole night. I am terrified. I am scared.
Okay.
Like I'm like recovering from whatever happened. So let me. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about it.
Yeah. All right.
See, that's the way you break a story. So I was in an accident last night,
Yeah.
and see, there is no scratch on my body. I am safe.
Right.
Nothing happened to me.
I'm not sure I
This thing listens to everything. So then what happened is,
They were questioning. You're like, I'm okay, and it started to say, no, you have internal bleeding, you have concussion, and all this, and you're like, nope, I'm fine.
I am
perfectly fine.
I'm here to talk to Jason. That's all. That is all.
I might have some questions for your watch
Yes.
afterwards.
We'll see.
But anyway,
The
continue.
watch knows everything. So, yup. So as I was driving back to home from that accident, I was thinking, did the universe fracture at that moment? In one version, I am dead.
Oh.
And in one version, my soul wanted to live, is still moving.
So my question with that, if you don't mind me asking it right now, is why did physics change and why did the math change in each version?
Why did the physics change and the math change? It didn't.
Then the outcome would be exactly the same.
No. Here's the thing. All these physics constants, say for example, value of chi, in this universe is 9.81, right?
Oh, okay, so
It
you're
could be
saying it
something-
could be something different in the other.
Yes.
Okay,
The
got it.
laws
got
of
it.
physics, the nature is same, but these constants that define these different dimensions, they are different.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I get what you're saying
if I
now.
had put the brake like a millisecond earlier or after, it would have been my door instead of the back door.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And that would have been a different universe.
Okay.
So I think I'm in a different universe right now. And I'm fucked up.
So, no, you're fine.
Okay. Were you expecting a story like that?
A little bit. Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't expecting that to be the story.
Yeah.
What I was expecting was I thought this topic might come up a little bit when talking to you, but I
Okay.
didn't know that the story that you said, hey, Jason, I have a story, I didn't realize that that's what it was.
Yeah, but I was looking forward to this because I am, I need something to get my mind over that.
Yeah.
So I watched the play and then I
Yep.
came here.
And then talked about it, and it's all coming back to you now, and
It's
you have
okay.
to relive it.
It's fine like that. That's how you overcome fears.
Okay.
Any fear. See, this is what I did. After in morning, I went to police station, reported the accident,
Yeah.
and then called my insurance company, and they gave me a place where I can get my
Okay,
car
good.
fixed. And then they also booked a loaner for me, so I'll have
Oh,
a car
nice.
from
Okay.
tomorrow. I don't have anything today, so see, all of that happened. After that, I came to watch the play.
Okay.
And now this is the story on your podcast.
So was the play, because it was a kind of a scary play, it was a horror. It had
Yeah.
horror elements. Was that...
The
You said it was good, though.
Frankenstein-
You liked it. And
yeah,
I saw it Friday, and I
yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was very good.
Yeah, it's a good play. Always fun to watch Michael. He's
Yeah, he does characters very
yes, he's Sherlock Holmes or Batman and all those characters. He plays everything.
well. Yes, he
well.
does Gandalf. He also does voice acting work. Like, he does, I believe he does some Transformers characters from
Okay.
the 80s Transformers cartoons and stuff.
Maybe we should
So-
prompt that into our improv games. Next time we'll get to see him. But have you been in any accident like in your life?
Yes.
How was that? What was it?
So, I was driving to the grocery store one night, and there were two. They were either older teenagers They were definitely older teenagers. I just don't know if they were adults or not yet.
Okay.
It might have been like a 17-year-old or whatever. And I believe it was a couple, like a girlfriend and boyfriend, who were driving. And there was a spot because this was in Rochester.
Mm-hmm. So Rochester let's say
It's in northern Oakland County.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I got hit as I was, because they were supposed to stop. There was a stop sign,
Okay.
except the way that the street was structured with where the buildings were placed and stuff, it was hard. It's always hard to see. Like, you always have to inch out a little bit to see what's coming.
Yeah.
They've since made a few changes to that because this happened almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. It was a while ago.
Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the damage.
Yeah.
It's
I'm glad that you're able to get it taken care of.
yes.
Yeah. When I got hit with the that car, we realized we had to get rid of it, so the insurance company gave us a little bit of money and stuff. So I'm like, okay, we'll take this money and get buy a car off of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sold that car. There was someone who offered to buy our wrecked car.
Nice.
Because it still moved. However, after he bought it, about a week later, it stopped. Like, it just...
So you sold him a garbage thing.
And I offered to give him his money back, and he's like, no, I bought it, because afterwards he ended up hitting a bump a little hard, and it was that bump. He said that when he took it into the mechanic told him that what happened to me started the job, but that bump finished it.
Yes.
So he didn't hold me responsible for it, but I felt really bad. I'm like, you just bought this off of me, because he was a coworker when I worked at Panera Bread. And... yeah, he was my coworker there, and he bought it for his son. And,
so when was this?
2017 or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Something along those lines. Oh yeah, because I said it was about 10 years. Now it's closer to 6 years, because when I was at Panera, it was 2017. So yeah, not great, but we ended up getting another car for a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's good that you get a rental and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow. Not today, but...
So how are you getting around today? Are you still...
So today I'm doing the Lyft and Uber and all that shebang. So it's gonna cost me something, but it's okay.
Yeah, I had to do that. I did Uber while my car was in the shop last year. It's because I do the acting teaching stuff.
Yeah.
And one of those days I needed to get there, and I didn't have my car, so I ended up taking an Uber there.
Okay. Did you have anything else in your mind to ask me?
Oh, absolutely.
Before I bombarded with this random story.
Yeah, so a couple other things, because I have some general topics and stuff that I have in mind for each person who comes on here. Another thing that I was curious about was, what are, I know that you mentioned that we had met doing some improv. Is there any moment that is memorable to you from improv? Like, things that stand out for you?
There are a few games that I like, but I think when I think about improv, I go back to that Barefoot Studio or Barefoot Theater.
Yeah.
And there were a few moments there which kept me in improv.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
There was a scene that you and I were in. I think it was in Switch Left, and it was about pizza and yoga. And, like, we were down on the floor in front of everybody, and we were trying to, like, decide on pizzas, and there was this whole pizza situation going on, but it was, like, mixed with yoga, and it was... I had so much fun in that scene. Like, it was one of the first scenes that I did with you where it's like, oh, okay, this is going really well. Like, we're, working off of each other really well and stuff.
It was an organized chaos.
Yes.
We were just... I was yes-anding things, I guess. And that's what they say in the improv, right?
Yeah.
First rule of the improv. Yes and.
Yes.
Yes and. Never know. Never know. Okay, that's a...
So another thing that I've been curious about, You when you had started doing stand up, you were doing it pretty regularly. And then you said your therapist told you that you are doing too much stand up, it's too stressful for you, and to stop. And here you are doing even more stand up. So what
Okay, so
brought you,
yeah.
like, what's keeping you doing it when you were advised, like, hey, you
No,
know,
no,
this
no.
might
So
not be
the
good?
advice was a little different than stop doing it.
Oh, okay.
So I would say when I started, I was at like, I started at 10.
Oh, okay.
I would do it every day.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I will do 2 or 3 mics in a day.
Wow.
That is insane.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
insane. And then when I felt like burned out and I couldn't like continue doing the same thing every single day, then my therapist said, we can tone it down a little bit, Yogi. So then I went down to maybe 1 or 2. And
Per
then,
week?
Per week.
Okay.
And then suddenly I started liking few places there.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, okay, I can go to these 2 at least because I love them. And then I can try somewhere else where I can like increase my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So the main idea of doing it was to increase my comfort zone.
And you're doing it.
And I'm doing it. But yeah, it's not a good idea to just burn yourself and start somewhere where you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So therapy is kind of an exposure therapy. You start
Okay.
slowly. Okay, you meet people, say hi, and then increase small talk, and then something else, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, let's do it every single day. And if there is another mic after this one, okay, let's strive to that one. So it was chaotic and it was very hard on me. Some people in my like stand-up group also, they were saying like, why are you not coming, Yogi, now?
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, my therapist said don't come. But it wasn't my therapist, it was my decision because I felt I wasn't taking care of myself as I should.
Yeah. So, are you finding it enjoyable again now that you've...
Yes, so that's
Found yourself
the
places.
beauty of it. I think I realized something by doing all like improv, stand-up, these kind of things is
Yeah.
in life, again I'll go into my Yogi Sage mode, which is in life you should have something which you do just for fun. There should not be any like money value assigned to it, or some kind of you should not expect an outcome where there is a secondary fulfillment. Just for you, just for you.
That's actually what this show is.
Yes.
I wanted to make videos that I could just easily do. And I'm like, this is an easy thing I can put out
See,
there.
that's that. You
And
understand
so-
this? What I'm trying to say. This is it. This was the stand-up thing. The thing that kept me continue doing it was this. Like I need one space where I am me and I am not expecting anything out of it. At this
Yeah.
moment.
And so that's what your stand-up gets to be.
Yes.
And that's awesome that you're going into it, because a lot of people go into stand-up trying to find big breaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you're just going into it to enjoy yourself and meet friends.
I'm also trying that.
You're-
See, who doesn't want that? Yes.
Right,
Tell me,
yeah.
Tell me.
And exactly, like, okay, if people really like this video series that I'm doing, and it gets, like, thousands of views and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna like that. I'm
Yes.
going to enjoy, like, I want people to enjoy the work that I do. But I went into it thinking, okay, if people, like, I have someone on, such as yourself, and it's something cool for you to share with your friends, and your friends can see you, you know, get to know you a little bit better. And it's like, if that's all that happens from this, then we had a fun time, and that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll go back to my same sage mode.
Do you have more sageness to share?
We can talk about the sageness for hours and hours. You just give me one question and I can give
Okay.
you sage advice. I don't like that's me, and that's a persona of my stand-up too.
Oh, okay.
I give advices people don't have sex before marriage,
Okay.
but that's a wrong advice.
So you just give bad advice.
That's it,
Okay.
and that's
So-
funny.
Yeah, I think giving bad advice, especially if you then explain your reasoning for it,
Yeah.
and the reasoning is also bad.
Yeah, reason is insane, bonkers. Like, okay,
Yeah.
why are you listening to me now? And that becomes another joke.
So, what is something
Yeah.
about you that I don't know yet that you want me to know?
See, I appreciate perseverance in people.
Okay.
The friendship I have cultivated so far, or the friends I value most, are the people who have came up from losing a lot.
Okay.
Once again, they just keep on pushing, and it's not like a bad way of trying to achieve something. It's not like toxic positivity, not that.
Yeah.
They want something, and they know if they keep on doing it, they will get it.
Yeah.
That's one quality that I admire in people.
Okay. That's really cool. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, and you are my friend for that same reason. You do things. You
Thank
keep doing things.
I do, and there are times definitely where I fall on my face. Like there was a whole thing that we pitched I pitched at a few different theaters for over the last few months. Board meetings happened to discuss it. It kept getting voted down. So it's like I had this project, it didn't go anywhere.
But that
But-
didn't like push you down.
No.
You came up like you kept
Oh, yeah, I'm
doing
still
your
doing fine.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what a valuable quality for me in a friend. Because I can get inspired from that. I get an inspiration from this also. If something is not going right in my life, I can look at people around me saying, okay, these guys know how to do these things. I can get that inspiration. There's something called like you are a sum total of people around you.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
this
I've heard
is
that.
what so that's why I want those kind of friends in my life.
Yeah, because the people you surround yourself with, whether you know it or not, they do have an influence on your
Yes,
outlook
yes.
and your self perception and stuff
And
like
people
that.
who are going to listen to this, they will also understand what I'm saying if they
Oh, yeah,
also
absolutely.
admire the same value, same value. But if they want to sleep on their couch, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. They can do it.
Sometimes it's cooler in the living room on
Yes.
the couch.
Yeah, I
So you
have
just go to sleep on the
I have
couch.
my couch, and then there is AC right there, so it blows on my feet.
Oh, yeah.
Where I sleep on the couch watching Netflix. I love that too.
See, as you've seen when you were coming in here, the arrangement that I have is I want to be able to utilize my couch more than I do,
Yeah.
but because that's we have one bedroom, so Hunter pretty much controls the living room,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't get to use the couch as often as I would like to. We want to get a 2-bedroom so that we don't have that issue anymore.
Okay.
However, because I had to get a new car, all of the payment that I thought I'd be able to put into increased rent in a 2-bedroom apartment is now going to car payments. So I'm
Okay.
still here in a 1-bedroom, even though I would really benefit from a 2-bedroom.
You have a living room and a couch, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Do you have AC near your couch?
it's near the couch. It's not in here, as you can tell,
Yes.
because it's pretty hot in here.
Yes. See, my brown skin is.
Yes, I was trying to cool it down in here before the show. But one thing that I do as well is I like people at the end to there's a sentence and I want it to start with Jason as your friend. And I want you to finish that sentence however you want. So just say Jason as your friend, and then whatever you feel like adding at the end of that. It can be anything you want.
Jason as your friend. I wish you find real happiness and love in your life.
Instead of all this fake pretend happiness.
That this is also real, somewhat. This is also real, somewhat.
Somewhat.
But there is something called genuine happiness, genuine curiosity about someone that incites love. You know that?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
love? What is love?
I'm still trying to. So what I've determined is that there are lots of different kinds of love.
Yes.
And
Okay,
that's
tear that paper, like from therapy. What do you think is love?
I think it's that when you respect someone and when you care about their well-being, when you genuinely want them to be happy, that's, I mean, that to me seems
So
like
that's
love.
what I'm wishing. A genuine happiness as my friend.
Well, thank you very much.
So this, okay, this one. Okay.
Yes, thank you. I need to explain something. I have put some physical boundary things in place because physical contact can be weird for me. So if you see that I'm not shaking his hand, it isn't an insult to you, Yogi.
I know, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, let me do this and that and then try to figure that out.
Because it's kind of weird to me. So, I won't get into all of that. That'll be if I'm on somebody else's show and they want to ask
Yeah.
me about it.
Okay.
Then
One day.
Yeah, then one day I can get into that.
So which mic is this?
Oh, this is a Blue Yeti.
Yeti.
Yes.
Is a creature
It is.
of the forest.